Hello everybody, this is Old Man Tony here again. I'm back! Or back on the bike anyway. I think you did get a video from me from the Dirtquake event at Kings Lynn. But I'm back and I'm pleased to be back, especially for you, my loyal viewer. Well, those of you who've seen my previous videos and maybe my Instagram and the odd bits and pieces of social media will know that I had an incident with a circular table saw. I've been doing some DIY at home with this saw, and I was cutting some thin strips of plywood, and when you cut thin strips you have to take the guard off. So I was being extra careful, only having the blade up as high as you need to cut through the wood, and I was merrily cutting these strips, and for some reason or another I just lost my concentration. My mind was probably wandering off to motor vlogging or some such things, and I caught my three fingers. Or not my three fingers, three of my fingers on the tips of the saw blade. It was a bit of a horror moment. I realised what I'd done immediately, had a look, quite a lot of blood everywhere, and various bits of skin hanging off and all that sort of thing. And I did swear a little bit. Went into the house dripping blood everywhere to try and get some kitchen towel, wrap around my fingers and stop the blood flow. And I went to my wife and said, I think you need to take me up to the hospital to get these seen to. Now, I didn't take any pictures at the time, you'll be pleased to know. But I did take a picture after I had my dressings changed after a week, which I'll stick up now. So if you don't like gruesome looking things, please look away now. So that's the picture gone. Now you could look again. And you can see that I cut across my ring finger and actually fractured a piece of bone in there, and so eventually the day after I'd done the dirty deed, they did take me into the operating room and did a bit of repair work on me. So they stitched up my ring finger and straightened the bone out, I guess. And then my middle finger, they put one stitch in there and dressed that, and then my index finger, they didn't need to put any stitches in that one, it wasn't too deep. So then I had the whole thing dressed and wrapped up, looked like a blooming sock puppet for a week, until I could go back and have my dressings changed, and luckily after that week it was healed up enough so I could have individual dressings on each finger. But because my hand did look like some sort of sock puppet, my wife did draw some eyes and a nose, and it did look a bit like a snake, but I don't think I've got any photographs of that. Unfortunately, with all these dressings and things, I couldn't get a motorcycling glove on, so I couldn't really ride the bike, and it was a bit too painful to do things like pulling in the clutch. So luckily it's on my left hand, I am right-handed, so it didn't affect too much other stuff, but it was just a big pain in the butt. Luckily it didn't hurt too much once the initial pain was over, so I didn't have to take too many painkillers. Now things are healing up quite nicely, although one finger is still a bit sore when I pull in the clutch. It's not too bad if I do that with all my other fingers together. And therefore I can ride the bike quite safely. I've got no dressings on at all now, so I'll show you what it looks like now. This is after 3 weeks since I did it. You can see things are healing up quite nicely. Although there might be a few scars and grooves in my fingers, I should get full use of it. I've still not got all the feeling back in the end of 2 of the fingers, but it is coming back slowly. So today I thought, right, let's get a glove on, let's get out on the bike this evening and have a bit of a ride around. Missed the bike a lot, so it's really good to be back on the bike. And the weekend forecast for our area doesn't look great, a lot of rain and stuff, so I thought better do it now while I've got the opportunity. So the lessons that I've learned from that is pay attention when you're using dangerous tools in the garage. Just keep using your full attention to that, and make sure you use all the right tools like push sticks and the rest. So your fingers are well away from the blades at all time. I'm usually very careful, but I wasn't paying enough attention then, and probably got lost in my thoughts. So please make sure you pay attention when you're using hand tools. I haven't done anything permanent and lasting or anything too serious, but it could have been so much worse. So just please be careful when you use these kind of tools. So that's just a short little vlog to let you know what's been going on with me, and just check in and say hello to you all again. Certainly missed you and my motorbike. So if you made it this far, I hope you didn't see anything that was too gruesome for you. Thanks very much for watching. I'll hopefully see you again soon. This has been Old Man Tony. Goodbye.